with Mr. T in Hollywood. Mr. T is not the kind of fellow who you are not. We're not talking about somebody who isn't here. You are not the kind of fellow, T, who lacks confidence in the fact that you would have been a success. But did you ever dream that the success would take this kind of direction?
No, I never thought it would be in the movies or whatnot, but I always knew it I would be a success. You know, I figured I would probably be, I wanted to be maybe in football or boxing or something like that, you know, or the president of my own company, a businessman, you know, because I like going against the green light, going against the odds, because they say a black man can never do this here, you never can do that, you know. So when everybody always tell me what I can't do, that's like gas to my automobile with saying I can, you know. And I don't believe I don't have no limitation, because the God I serve can do anything but fail. I'm taught that if God be for me, who in the world can be against me? He said, ask anything in my name, you know. So I believe that, you know, so I live accordingly. So if I tell everybody my success is not a surprise to me, my success is bother other people more than bother me. You know, because I knew that my God can do this here. I would be surprised if I didn't be this successful. Then I would say, hey, my God, I'm serving the wrong God.
You say your success bothers people. It bothers people?
Oh, yeah. Because here I am, you see, I'm that same nappy-headed, snotty-nosed black boy from the ghetto. But now I'm a man. My hair is still nappy and my nose is snotty sometimes, but I'm rich now. That bothers them. So I'm the same guy that used to look down to, now they got to look up to. See, you never have to look down to Mr. T. You never look up, you never have to look up to Mr. T. You never look down to Mr. T. If you always saw Mr. T as a man, you know, instead of trying to hold him back. But it bothers people now that I make so much money in the day that I command this type of money. And the fact that it doesn't bother me. I'm a millionaire, but I ain't. I wear my beat up shoes. I'm not hanging around at these lush plush private clubs or trying to be in there. I don't want to be no houseboy on call, as they call it, like do the black guys that come out of here. I'm not skinning and grinning. If you tell a joke and it ain't funny, I'm gonna tell you it ain't funny. I ain't gonna be scratching my head if I don't itch. You know, I ain't gonna be cheesy, all this stuff. You know, I'm gonna be me. See, but all I like to point out that I am loved and hated by the same people for the same reason. A lot of people love me because I'm defiant. I'll present this strength. I don't fear nothing. I'm fearless, you know. And a lot of people, on the other hand, they hate me because of that, because they are wimps. You know, they're afraid to say what they feel. So they say, wow, I wish I was him, but since I ain't him, I don't like him.
You don't carry their dislike of you around as your problem. That's their problem.
No, exactly what I'm saying. You see, what makes me better than that. I'm taught that while you hating me, I'll be loving you in return.
Yeah.
See, hate bothers the hater more than it bothers the hated.
Sure.
See, if you hate me, that's a burden you got to carry. Mr. T don't have to carry that, you know. See, like I said, I'll weigh your hate down with my love, you know.
Yeah, somebody said to me the other day, hate destroys the vial it's carried in more than the person it's poured upon.
Exactly.
I guess that's true.
Exactly.
Yeah. You have a number 7 up front there. Tell me about that.
Well, the 7, for 2 reasons. Everything I do is about Mr. T. It makes a statement. It says 7 represents the 7 times that Joshua marched around the walls of Jericho. It also represents the 7 brothers that I have, you know. So it's a whole statement being made, being of a Christian background and believing in God, you know. So it's special that I present that I don't be ashamed of serving my God, you know, tell the world that I believe in God. I'm a born-again Christian, you know. And I know I don't fit that type of character. Be on TV to play certain roles, then and on the interview to say that I believe in God, that I feed the hungry and clothe the naked, and I'm concerned with the less fortunate, you know. I'm concerned with the least of these, you know, that I am truly a child of God.
Tell me about this flamboyance. I guess that's the only way it really can be described. Did it kind of develop? Is it a costume? Is it a way you feel? Is it a reflection of you? Where did the flamboyance come from?
Well, I like to say is part of my wardrobe. You know, the jewelry definitely is a part of me because the changes and all that, the metal, because it was in changes that my ancestors came to America from Africa. We were shackled, our wrists, necks, and ankles in changes. I turned those changes into gold, which symbolizes that I'm still a slave and my price tag is higher. If I'm come from Africa, Africa is the mother country. We have gold and diamonds over there, you know. I'm taught in my religious teaching that I am of a royal priesthood. I am come from great people, so I'm supposed to have this wealth. You know, I serve a God who has a cattle on 1,000 hills, you know, who desires to give me the kingdom. So if I say I serve a God and walk around looking poor, that means I'm serving the wrong God. I'm supposed to live in a nice house. I'm supposed to be able to do these things, but there's nothing wrong with me doing that as long as I'm helping the less fortunate as I go along. It'd be wrong for me to wear all this jewelry and I wasn't giving nothing to the poor people. I didn't give money to feed hungry people at Thanksgiving time. Then that'd be wrong. That'd be unjust. That'd be selfish. But it's okay. I can feel good because I am doing these things. I'm helping people as I go along. That's why I get so much, because I give so much.
There are a bunch of people here from Universal Pictures that hope that we would say something about DC Cab. I guess we might as well do that. DC Cab is a lot of fun. It's joyful, and yet there's a message there. I guess there's no reason you can't extend a message through comedy, and I think that's kind of what this is all about, isn't it?
Well, I think that's the best way, you know, because what Mr. T is about, I couldn't just get on the street corner and say, okay, everybody come on in this auditorium, Mr. T gonna speak. Come on, Mr. T, we get some people. But on the movie screen, Mr. T is at the movie, oh, I like that movie. Same time, I'm entertaining and get my message across. So that's what it's all about.
What
That's
is
the
this
way-
message?
This message is getting kids off drugs, getting kids back in school, getting kids to respect their community. They ought to be writing on the wall and talking about John was here and all that junk, you know, that they can find some self-worth, their self-identity, that they can just be proud of what they is, you know, that they can come from nothing and be something. You don't always have to be a dope dealer or wino to get a little money in your pocket, you know, that you can work hard, you know, and be determined. And then you can be successful. Same thing DC Cab, we the regular cab company in town, but we straighten up our act, we get it together. Then we all clean up, having a reception in front of the White House. That's something, that's a rags to riches story.
I don't think anything has been done in Mr. T's career without a plan and without a reason and without knowing what he's doing. There are those who say there's a lot of violence in your success. How do you respond to that?
Well, I say that, you know, people who say about the violence in Mr. T's success is I say they are jealous. Confucius said the best, success breeds hatred. Like I said earlier, they are mad because Mr. T came out the ghetto. Know why? Because they can't use those statements and say nothing good come out the ghetto. They see Mr. T come out the ghetto, that messes up their plans, so they gotta change their wording, you know. They say, well, only person good come out is Mr. T, but, you know. But they don't want to say, well, Mr. T came out and go back and try to inspire other people. They don't want to say, they don't want to give Mr. T the credit. They should, instead of them saying bad things about Mr. T, they should thank Mr. T that he's not knocking somebody in the head. Because just as good as I am good, I could be that much bad. See, if I was a thug on the street, I'd be averaging about 50 hold-ups a night and whatnot, and vicious, you know. So people should let Mr. T be nice instead of turning Mr. T the other way. See, they should be thankful to God that Mr. T is on the right side of the law instead of the wrong side of the law, you know. So them people who say those things about that, I want them to think about that.
Mr. T, the man with the shortest autograph in show business, has a short title to his television show A-Team and a short title now to the movie DC Cab. Thank you very much. Good to see you.
Thank you.
It's warm in here. Look down at the jewelry. That should do it. Should I do it? What's on the bracelet?